Hello, I'm Yu Ji and welcome to Xinhua Live. Since the beginning of this year, China's major ports have witnessed the acceleration of China's electric vehicles going abroad. For example, the Ningbo port sees a 12.3 times surge of electric manned vehicle export. Now I'm at Yuyao, Ningbo in East China's Zhejiang province. Today I'm visiting the Lynx Co, which is a Chinese-Swedish automobile brand owned by Geely Automobile Holdings, and we're now joined by Mr. Tong Shiming, a product technical engineer at the Yuyao Lynx Co plant. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hello. So can you tell our audience when did this Yuyao plant put into use?
The Yuyao plant started construction in June 2017 and began operation in November 2018.
Okay. How many car types have been developed here?
We product Lynx Co 01 and Lynx Co 05. In particular, the Lynx Co 01 had been exported to 7 European countries such as Germany, France, Italy, and Spain, and so on. Also, we have experienced shops in 10 cities.
Okay, so can you tell me why did Lynx Co choose Hangzhou Bay?
Firstly, Ningbo is where Geely Holding Group started and took off, and our automotive research and development center is built in Hangzhou Bay. Building the Yuyao plant here enables easy communication with manufacturing and product technology development. Secondly, the Yuyao plant is only about 22 kilometers from the Hangzhou Bay Cross Sea Bridge, which gives it a geographical advantage in terms of the transportation.
Okay, thank you. We're just outside the welding workshop, right?
Yeah.
Can you show me some of the automatic working production line?
Of course, the Yuyao plant have 4 working shops: stamping shops, welding shops, coating shops, and assembly shops. Now we are in the welding shops.
Let's go inside and have a look.
Of course.
So right now it is afternoon. We can see that the welding shop, the workers are working, and there are actually a lot of automatic working lines, so we can have a closer look of how the vehicles are produced here. Let's take on the safety helmet. So Mr. Tong, can you tell me what makes Lynx Co's automobile vehicles or NEV cars stand out?
Firstly, the Lynx Co 01 PHEV is a plug-in hybrid model with a maximum electric range of 81 kilometers and a combined range of 800 kilometers, which allows you to use electricity for your daily commute and fuel for long distance. It has a combined fuel consumption as low as 1.4 liters per 100 kilometers and can accelerate up from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour within 7.6 seconds. Our users don't have to worry about the anxiety of refueling due to high fuel prices, or the range anxiety of not being able to find a charging station. And secondly, is the safety. Both the Chinese and the European versions of the Lynx Co 01 are built in the basis of world testing standards, which truly means that the model structures have been developed to cover global market regulations. In terms of the battery safety, Lynx Co 01 PHEV adopts a triple production of physical protections, software protections, and isolation protections. When the users in danger, we can timely disconnections of the battery system and remove the risk of the fire.
I see. So how many workers are there in one production line?
In one production line, we totally have 2 groups, and one group may have 8 or 9 workers.
So in total, around
total about less
9
than
to
10
18.
yes, about less than 20 workers.
In this welding shop, there must be some technologies to increase the production efficiency, right?
Yes, welding shops have the laser weldings, laser flat weldings, applause weldings, and laser online monitoring systems. They can both raise up the production efficiency.
I see. Can you lead me to one of the spots to see what the efficiency has been increased there?
Sure, this way. Here.
Alright.
Here is the laser flatting welding machines. It will welding doors and windows, and it can finish one welding in less than 0.5 seconds. As you know, spot weldings maybe use 3 or 4 seconds in one weld, and these weldings will decrease the time into the 0.5 seconds.
It's for cars, window and doors.
Yes.
That's all for the welding workshop. And later we will go to the assembly workshop to see what is happening there. Welcome back. Now we're joined by Mr. Xia Jiezhong, Lynx Co's Brand Institute Project Manager. Nice to meet you, Mr. Xia. How can I call you?
Yeah, you can call me Wilson.
Okay, so Wilson, thanks for joining our interview. I have several questions for you.
Yep.
So first, since when did Lynx Co start to devote in NEV?
Okay, so I think Lynx Co 01 launched the first PHEV vehicle in 2018 in China market, and then by end of 2020 we export this vehicle to our Europe market, and on November of this year we also launched this Lynx 01 PHEV to Asian Pacific market, Israel. This is also the first time we introduced this vehicle to Asian Pacific. And actually in this year, by mid of this year, we introduced our new energy, powertrain energy, into the local product, 4 vehicles, with this new powertrain energy, and we call it Lynx Emotive. And by next year, we will also have a new vehicle. We'll take this new powertrain energy, and by 2025. All of the Lynx brand vehicles will take this new powertrain, new energy.
May I ask why so many efforts are put into developing the NEV technology?
Okay, as you know, the carbon peaking and the carbon neutrality is a hot topic in recent years, and the China government also have some requirements on this point. So, to meet the sustainable developing of the automobile, Geely also take some action on this area. You can have a look at of our body shop and assembly shop. We have some photovoltaic panels installed there, which can produce 20 million 20 million electrical per year, and this will help us to reduce 6,000 ton coal per year. And what does that mean? That means we can save carbon dioxide 18,000 tons per year. So I think that's a big contribution to the government requirement. We know that in this area we have many competitors. They all engage in this market, but from Lynx Co side, I think we have advantage in both developing and manufacturing and the whole manufacturing process. We have strong confidence in this area.
I can say that the whole point of this technology is very environmental friendly, right?
Yeah, of course.
So right now we're actually at the assembly shop.
Yep.
I can see that we can. The cars are actually completed already. Maybe we can go in, step in, and have a closer look of the completed cars.
Okay.
I know that just now you mentioned some of the car models like Lynx Co 01 are used to go export to European countries, right?
Yes, correct.
So what kind of cooperation, overseas cooperation, have been achieved overseas in Europe, especially?
Okay. Yes, I think we have our China Euro Engineering Center. We call it SEFT.
Yeah.
So we also have 4 big design centers located in different areas. The first one is design center is located in China, Shanghai.
Yes.
Second one is located in United Kingdom, Coventry, and the third one is located in Sweden, Gothenburg, and the final one is located in American, Los Angeles.
Okay. So many countries in both Europe and America.
Yes, correct.
Just now you mentioned the Gothenburg, Sweden center. What is the full name of it?
We call it China Europe Vehicle Engineering.
CEVT. Right?
Yes, CEVT.
So what makes it significant? Like what makes the innovation center of Geely in Europe significant?
I think I want to talk about from 2 sides. Firstly, we have about 2,000 engineers from 20 countries working in this organization. They have rich experience in the automobile engineering, and they are from some luxury vehicles like BMW, Mercedes-Benz,
Yes.
or Land Rover. I think that's the point 1. And secondly, SET have a strong ability of developing on software side, on virtual engineering, and they will also conduct a lot of extremely high standard tests and validation for vehicle. That will help us a lot on this vehicle developing.
Okay, thank you. So actually, one of my colleagues in Sweden, in Gothenburg, has recently visited the CEVT, and let's watch a short video and see what's happening there.
Here we are the home of Lynx Co design and also Zeekr design. And I'm head of Lynx Co design. And this is where all those cars are being designed. You can say that the Lynx Co identity has never been around the big grill, because we felt that it will eventually go into new energy. What we have done is a hybrid drivetrain, and this is what we're focusing on. But it's a really a new balance of this drivetrain. So we're actually making it a bit more electrical, you could say. It's a bigger battery. And then you have, of course, the option to run on electricity or run on fuel. And when prices are fluctuating as they are right now, that is, of course, a nice way for you as a consumer to have that option to choose what you run with. When we started the Lynx Co design, we wanted to create something unique, something that stood out from the market. And what really inspired us at the time was that fascination you see in sort of these mega cities during night. So, for instance, Shanghai was a great inspiration from us. So when you saw those big lights and buildings light up during the night, and the nightlife was really an inspiration for us. So where we're standing right now is sort of like an atrium where we can have some big presentations and shows. And you will have 2 floors of office spaces. And this is actually where we have all the designers, all the digital modelers, all the studio engineers, everyone working on what is needed to design cars. And then the top floor, we actually have our design studios, the clay work, you could say. So this is where we actually have full-size models.
So we have learned a lot about the Chinese speed, but they have learned a lot about our structural way of developing technical solutions and compliant solutions for the global arena. So it's a marriage between East and West, as you say, but we come with different experiences. So as I said in the beginning, for Geely to go global, CEFT was the sort of catalyst. So we supported them launching in EU. We will support them by launching in US, because we gather a lot of experience and competencies that have been in those marketplaces before. We know what it takes to launch and to stay in Europe and US. But we have also learned to be more agile and more fast by learning from the Chinese culture.
Well, if you look at industry today, and if you look at cars, they stand still on an average 95% of the time, and only being used 5% of the time. With Lynx Co.'s business model, where you can have the car as short as 1 month at a time, and also with car sharing, this means that we could bring the utilization up and decrease the 95%. And of course also having a membership for only 1 month with car sharing, it brings a great sense of flexibility for our members. It could be everything from where am I going to work tomorrow? Am I going to travel tomorrow? By having this 1 month membership and not signing up for 36 months or even 24 months gives a massive sense of flexibility for our members.
So for those who have just joined our live, I'm here at Lynx Co Yuyao plant talking about Chinese NEV going abroad. Mr. Xia, can you briefly introduce how does the Yuyao plant coordinate with CVT in Sweden?
Okay, so as you know, Lynx 01 is our vehicle which was developed by CEFT. Lynx 01 is also the first Lynx PHEV born from CMA platform, and CEFT leads engineering developed in Europe. They are located in Sweden, Gothenburg. So your plant here in China is a production plant here to produce this vehicle, and then we will ship these vehicles for sea to CEFT to Europe finally. And I think Lynx brand 01 is insists on the global strategy, so that both the Europe customers and the local customers can share the same production, same process, and the same awesome product.
Okay, so how does Lynx Co's products perform in European market?
I have to say we do get a very good response and sales performance in Europe in recent years. I think customer, meaning there are 2 points. Customer, think it's very good in your vehicle. Firstly, it's about the design. For the exterior design and the interior design style, they all think it's fashionable. And secondly, they think our vehicles, our vehicle have many material with sustainable material. So in each area, like when you go to the vehicle, you can find both the seat, the roof, the carpet, and IP console. Many areas we use sustainable material to meet the customers' requirements in Europe. I think the third point is, we do have a good attribute on the safety performance. We got UN 5-star on this vehicle by 2020, and furthermore, compared with China, I think the sales approach in Europe has there's some difference with China. We have three approach in Europe about the sales. The first one is cash, that's the same with China, and the third one is different. It's subscription and leasing, and we have 50% of volume are sold through subscription. The reason why subscription is so popular in Europe, the customer can order our vehicles month to month. That means they can order the vehicle 1 month, and then if they don't want it, they can give it back to our sales workshop, right? And also in our vehicle we have a car sharing function. So if the customer don't want, if the vehicle is free or is available, in some time, then the customer can share this vehicle to some other persons, right? They can even make money when they order this vehicle month to month with from Lynx Co International. So, and another key point I also want to mention is, we keep improve the function of these vehicles through cloud in Europe, the OTA, because there are many customer voice from the market, and then we will collect their voice and do some improvement on this vehicle. So I think that's the reason why it's so popular in Europe right now.
Okay. So thanks very much for your answer and your time.
Yeah.
After today's tour at the Lynx Co Yuyao plant, we have a better knowledge of why China's NEVs are getting more popular abroad. The popularity of Chinese NEVs in European market and also beyond is largely thanks to the development of power battery production and assembly. I think that's all for today's live, and thanks for watching. See you next time.